Florida student told not to say gay at graduation speech.
See?
Don't Say Gay may not officially take effect until July 1st, but many in Florida are already feeling its effects. One Sarasota-area high school student has had a miserable month because of it. Zander Moricz is graduated from Pine View School last night at the top of his class. Earlier this month, school administrators told him that he would not be able to discuss his identity as a gay man or any of his LGBTQ+ advocacy. In a tweet earlier this month, Morris said, quote, "I am the first openly gay class president in my school's history. This censorship seems to show that they want me to be the last," end quote. In his commencement speech last night, he did manage to discuss his identity. It just wasn't in an open way he would have chosen. Watch this.
Hear me. We live in a state of emergency. We cannot allow the degradation of our communities, environment, and constitution to become socially acceptable just because we're witnessing these attacks daily. That needs to make us more shocked, not less. We need to react more each time, not less. If we let this become everyday life, then it will continue to happen every day. That is why I must discuss a very public part of my identity. This characteristic has probably become the first thing you think of when you think of me as a human being. As you know, I have curly hair. I used to hate my curls. I spent mornings and nights embarrassed at them, trying desperately to straighten this part of who I am. But the daily damage of trying to fix myself became too much to endure. So, while having curly hair in Florida is difficult, due to the humidity, I decided to be proud of who I was and started coming to school as my authentic self. Here, it was Miss Ballard who answered my questions because I didn't have other curly-haired people to talk to. It was Mr. Pauling who read essays about curls costing me an opportunity that I really wanted. It was my friends that told me that curls look good on me and that I should stop hiding them. It was a messy and twisted growth process, but eventually I did. It's because of the love I've drawn from this community that I came out to my family. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. And that is what is at stake. There are going to be so many kids with curly hair who need a community like Pineview, and they will not have one. Instead, they'll try to fix themselves so that they can exist in Florida's humid climate. I've been preparing for this speech since I was elected my freshman year. Do you think that I wanted it to be about this? It needs to be about this for the thousands of curly-haired kids who are going to be forced to speak like this for their entire lives as students. Because my principal has always loved my curls and me. Those who we've given our power to are the reason that I have to stand here and talk about my hair during my graduation speech. If that represents you, congratulations, but if it does not, then you must claim your power, and you must give it to those who will protect us. I told you that during our sophomore and junior years we begged our government for justice, but that was a mistake. We let them use our power in a way that made us forget that it is ours. There is nobody to beg but ourselves. Justice and injustice exist under our authority. It is not fair that the second we turn 18 we have this responsibility, but we do. And now that it's ours, we must use our shared power because it was all the people who didn't use it that let this happen to all the people who couldn't. When you waste your power, what you're really doing is giving it to whoever has the most already. And right now, those with the most power are coming for those with the least. We should not have to deal with this, but we're ready. I've seen what this community can overcome when we come together. I've seen what we can do. We might not be able to create a Pitbull concert in our gym, but we can easily save the world. Thank you.
Wow. Zander Moricz, you are my new hero. And Pineview High School, you just censored the youngest plaintiff in the Don't Say Gay lawsuit. Thank you for the material.
Yeah. I think that Hulu should sign him on for a show and call it Oh Hey Zander, because he's magnificent, and they should set it at his new location at Harvard.
Unfortunately, Zander is heading to Harvard and the far more liberal People's Republic of Cambridge, where he can be as curly-haired as he wants to be.
I mean, with this kid, I wish I had that courage when I was valedictorian of my high school. And, you know, that this was possible. He's a hero, like you said. You go, Zander. You're my hero.
Zander, we're reporting your speech, and we showed a large chunk of it on Queer News Tonight. I graduated from Sarasota High School in 1978, and Pineview had just started as a magnet school, attracting students across the county, and I took half of my classes at Pineview High School. We sat side by side. In 1992, for the first time ever, Pineview High School was ranked by USA Today as the #1 academic high school, public high school in America.
Oh, wow.
It attracts the brightest, most incredible students from the entirety of Sarasota County. And I'm very proud to be reminded why Pineview High School is so fantastic. Not because of the school and the system, but because of the students that go there. Zander, congratulations to you.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT